Welcome back, dude and dudettes, to another wild episode of Send It Mate. We're here to talk about all things hunting and outdoors. And today, we've got something that'll keep your gear running smoother than a dingo's getaway.
That's right. Our show is brought to you by High Caliber, the gun and knife oil company that knows how to keep your firearms and blades in tip-top shape.
High Caliber is like the secret sauce for hunters, anglers, and outdoorsy folk everywhere. It's like the magic potion that makes your gun and knives happier than a dog with two tails.
You know, guys, I've been using High Caliber oil for a while now, and let me tell you, it's the duck's nuts. My rifle practically sings a lullaby when I take it out hunting.
And speaking of lullabies, ever tried sneaking up on a deer with a squeaky gun? It's a prime way to end up with no venison in the freezer. You'll be hungrier than a vegan at a bacon festival.
Absolutely. But with High Caliber oil, your gun will be quieter than a ninja in moonlight. You'll be stalking your prey with the grace and stealth of a mountain lion.
High Caliber doesn't just keep things quiet, it also prevents rust and corrosion, so you won't find your gear looking like it spent a season at the bottom of a creek.
That's right, and for you knife enthusiasts out there, High Caliber has got you covered too. Your trusty blade will slice through anything smoother than butter on a hot biscuit.
So, folks, don't let your gear become a rusty, squeaky mess. Head on over to highcaliber.com.au and grab a bottle of their oil today.
And if you use the code SENDITMATE at checkout, you'll get a special discount. I say again, use the code SENDITMATE for all your oil slick, stealthy hunting needs.
Thanks to High Caliber, you'll be sending it in style and silence.
So, gear up, oil up, and send it, mate. High Caliber, the ultimate oil for the ultimate hunter.
Hey guys, welcome.
Welcome.
Another edition of the Send It Mate podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Josh.
And I'm Josh.
Hey.
This could get confusing.
Very confusing.
Yes,
There's two Joshes.
Oh no. Yes, Ryan's gone AWOL again this week, listeners. So apologies once again.
Too much grinder, as we said last week.
Yeah,
Way too much grinder.
He's got lost in the vortex of I don't know what. But our special guest, Josh. So how are we going to differentiate you two? Hainesy, you happy with Hainesy?
Yeah,
Can we roll with that? Hainesy and Josh. All right,
Yep.
we'll roll with that. So for those at home, our special guest is Josh Haines. Thanks for coming in.
No worries. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks
mate.
for having me.
Sweet, yes.
Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I mean, you guys know each other. This is my
Yep.
first time meeting you,
Yep.
Hainesy. So keen to get to know you a bit better tonight, and I hope our listeners will also enjoy the journey.
Once again, this is quite a romantic setting. We just need a few candles.
Yeah.
We've had a
It's
different.
2021, so monogamous or polygamous relationship is a thing.
I think your best bet is a relationship with yourself only, mate. You do that well.
Give us a mirror.
Actually, no, you do that poorly. So, look, it's a pleasure to have you on, mate. I've seen you from afar and only on Instagram, and only what Josh has told me. So, I'm keen to learn a bit about your hunting experience.
Yep.
This evening, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who follow you on Instagram.
Yep.
And go, wow, this guy has some amazing opportunities, and your Instagram is essentially full of deer.
I definitely get out and about a bit more than the average bloke. So
Yeah, which
You put in the hard work, man. Some of the hours you pull, I got to admit, that's impressive. Very impressive.
yeah, I've worn out a few shoes, I tell you.
Talking about that, have you tried the new boots?
Haven't come yet.
Haven't? Oh, what?
Yeah, so I'm still waiting for them.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fail.
well, I'm interested to see what your journey with boots is. So I'll definitely ask this question because from what I've seen in photos, yeah. Anyway, we'll get to that question. But what we might do first is, as we always do with our guests, is ask them a few questions just to get to know them. So,
Speed round. Speed dating.
Didn't we rename it?
I don't know.
Getting to know you. I don't know.
Ryan comes up with some wacky names. And
We
you
called
gotta
it
go
speed
with
round, but it's never speed round. It always goes on a bit. So, Hainesy, where are you from, mate?
Well, currently I live in Adelaide and Panorama.
Yep.
But as a kid, I grew up in the southeast of South Australia.
Oh,
so
yeah.
down at Padway.
God's country.
Yeah.
Good spot, good
and
spot.
grew up down there and Padway Primary School and Narracourt High School. And then I started an apprenticeship in Bordertown and then found myself in Adelaide. So when I was 18,
What was your apprenticeship?
carpentry.
Oh, right.
Yeah, building. So.
There you go.
Very nice. Very nice. I did see your handiwork at your brother's.
Yeah,
Yeah. You put up that what is it? Veranda?
Yeah, the veranda and that. Yep.
Yeah, looks very nice.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
I know some people from Pathways. I'll ask you afterwards.
Yep.
Favourite food?
Favourite food. Oh, heck.
This should be a slam dunk.
Yeah, it's got to be meat. It's got to be meat.
Just play out meat.
Anything meat.
Yeah, no, we're cool with that.
Yeah.
For sure. So was that your first job in carpentry or did you do something before that?
Pretty much my first job. So straight out of school and into that and
Beautiful.
haven't stopped.
That's the way.
Yeah.
All right, well, look at us. This could be speed round.
It could.
If you could trade places with anyone in the world, who would that be?
I think everyone would be wanting to trade places with him.
Potentially.
Oh, heck. So many people.
I mean, whoever.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Famous person, another hunter,
Yeah. Thor.
superhero.
Yeah.
Anyone.
I reckon Cameron Haines would be pretty good.
Cameron.
Yeah. He
Well,
lives it up.
got a
I've got to ask,
Keep hammering.
do you have a relation like Haines?
Haynes.
Are you related?
He's Hain without the I.
Ah.
So he's Haynes without the I in it, and I'm Haynes with an I in it.
So German?
English, I think.
English.
so.
Ah.
Not sure actually with the Haynes.
You just want a German connection for everyone, don't you?
Yeah.
Pretty much. No. Haynes. Haynes is German, surely.
My younger brother married a German, so
There you go. It's connected.
There's a loose connection there somewhere. Have you got kids, mate?
I've got 3 daughters.
Oh,
Yep.
very good, very good. What ages are they?
9, 7 and 5.
Very good. Well, I got twin 5-year-olds, so I know all about the 5-year-old age.
Yeah,
It's fun.
it is fun.
From a non-parent, do you have a favourite?
I get asked this a lot. Everyone says the youngest is my favourite, but they're all pretty special, eh? They've all got their little spot.
That's a PC answer. Very PC.
That's it. Because Josh has a favourite out of my twins.
Does he?
Yeah. Hey, and you have twins? I thought you just had. Harper.
And he doesn't believe me that I love them the same, but differently.
Yeah.
And I don't have a favourite. So he will understand one day when he has kids.
I hope Ava never listens to this.
I'll make sure she does.
God.
I'll make sure she does.
18th birthday. You.
Yeah. Uncle Josh is an arsehole. What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done, Hainesy?
When I was 17, I was involved in a car accident. Hit a tree at 100 k's an hour. So that was pretty full on.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Yeah.
It's truth.
Could have ended there, but didn't. But yeah, I don't recommend it.
Just suffer much injuries?
Yeah, broke my collarbone, cracked my sternum and tore all my front left-hand side muscles on my chest and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
in hospital for 5 days.
Yeah.
And then I had 3 months at me, because I had to move back home. 3 months just recovering and that, and then went back to work. So
Yeah, right.
yeah, she was full on.
Lucky, man.
Yeah,
Someone's looking out for you.
yeah,
Definitely.
Far out.
Yeah.
100%. So, but I've also, when I was 19, I got stabbed, mistaken identity. So that was another
Legit?
situation.
Really?
How the
Yeah,
heck did that happen?
yeah. I was out late one night, and I was just in the wrong spot, and someone else thought I was someone and thought they would stab me. Yeah,
Oh, the old doppelganger.
it was you.
Well, is this out country or is this in town?
This is in the city.
Okay.
Hindley Street.
Honestly,
Okay, I was going to say, because I'm sure most people know who's who out in the country.
Yeah,
Okay.
It was an accident.
didn't seem.
Yeah, wow. Well, that's pretty dangerous. So
Where'd you get?
Just in the left-hand side below me shoulder blade. So
Oh, right, from behind.
from behind, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't behind
Bloody
me.
hell.
Thought he'd do a job on me, but survived that one.
Yeah, that's, yeah. Bloody hell.
live to tell the tale.
I couldn't imagine being stabbed.
No, I know a couple of people actually. One of my old bosses actually fended off a machete attack.
Far out.
He's a big dude. Like
He was Thor.
He's pretty much. He's a big Polish bloke. He would be about 130 kegs. He's a big
Yeah.
boy. You wouldn't mess with him. Like shaved head, He looked scary.
Yep, sounds scary.
Well, when he was angry, yeah, he was. Fought off a couple of guys, I think, with machetes, and he's still got the scars all over his arms. So anything to do with knives, man, or blades.
Sure, he just didn't know how to operate a whippersnipper. Got the wrong end of a whippersnipper or something.
Sounds like something you do. Or not put the blade on properly and it comes off. All right, we'll move on from
I only
dangerous
say
things.
that because I was brush cutting today, and because it's obviously quite hilly where I'm from, and I'm sort of brush cutting and I'm sweeping along, and I'm having to stop because my foot's bracing like on the low end of the slope. So as I'm like bringing the brush cutter around, like I'm just sort of like almost touching my toes and my foot.
Okay.
There was no other way of doing it right.
Making sure your boots are clean, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
I was just thinking about that. Best piece of advice, I reckon, would just be enjoy what you're doing. If you're not doing it, you're not enjoying it, don't do it.
Yeah, that's
sounds
sound.
Yeah.
It is.
Hey,
It's hard for some people to stop doing what they're doing, even if they're not enjoying it, to do something else.
yeah.
But you'll get a lot more enjoyment out of doing that decision if you make it.
I think that's where a lot of people will find themselves, especially with work.
100%.
People just spend. I mean, I'm someone that's in that position right now, to be honest, where you'd rather be out doing something else, something you enjoy a bit more,
Hunting.
Yeah.
essentially. But you just find yourself trapped in an office or
Yep.
doing something you don't love every day. It's
Yeah, it
it's torture.
could be in a vicious environment as well, and you don't know how to get out of it, or you think, oh, okay, if I go somewhere else, it's going to be the same. People just don't want to take that plunge and do it.
Yeah,
So,
that's the key. Taking that risk. That's that step.
yep.
Yeah.
Get out of
Safety of a paycheck or
We'll get out of the comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, most people who've succeeded at something have failed at something along the way as well. So
Oh, 100%.
you just got to leap out and try some new things. Hopefully it's something you like doing.
well, that's where good mates can hold you up as well, man. Like you fail,
Exactly.
you just lean on your mates, prop you back up.
Yeah, we'll
You're
pay
good.
you out.
Oh, well, I'm gonna quit tomorrow and come live on your couch, mate.
That's fine. That's fine.
Might be room for one in the caravan.
That's right. There is no couch, is there? That's all right. I'll pull up
You
the
gotta-
swag.
Pull up
but
a
he's
swag.
he'll have plenty of room in his backyard soon.
Yeah, plenty.
This is true.
Yeah, and it'll be
Australia.
flat, so you won't like roll down the hill when you're sleeping.
Very true. All right, Hainesy. What is your most treasured possession?
Oh, heck. I'd be pretty upset if my 06 burnt.
Yes,
My
yes.
06
Yeah.
it's pretty sentimental, but nah, most prized possession, like, oh heck, I don't really hold much in my possessions. I think more, just my girls and
a good
family
way to
life
live.
at home, So stuff you can always replace it, but friends and family you can't.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah,
Wise
very
words.
true.
Yeah.
Words.
So, but yeah, if I had a prize possession though, it would have to be 3006.
Is that the one you won?
No, not the one I won. That's the my first.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ah, you still got
Yeah.
your first rifle.
Yep. First
Oh, well,
round
there you
ball.
go. Well, that's our second. Well, our last question.
What is it?
What is it? What is,
Ticker 3006.
Ah,
Stainless steel Hunter.
very nice.
very good.
When did you buy it?
2013.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all right. Lasted a while.
Yeah.
As if it wouldn't. It's a ticket, mate. Come on. All
Oh, settle down.
right. Well,
Should have bought a Seiko.
we've had the rifle question. So last one. Recommend a movie to us, Hainesy.
Heck. Ghost in the Darkness.
Hey, I love that movie, man. That is my all-time favourite movie.
It's awesome.
Dude, that is... have you seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Haven't you seen it, mate?
It's about two men eating lions.
It's actually put the wind up, yeah.
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 Who's it got in it?
Oh, I know the guy. It's
The actor guy.
Charlie Sheen's father, I think.
Martin Sheen.
Oh, wait, no, it's not. That was a fail. There's three well-known actors in it.
Oh God.
I can't remember.
Most of the time, they're a well-known actors.
I can't remember. For
It's
the
an
life of
it's
me.
an oldie, but it's unreal.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
what
they built
decade are we
that train
talking?
line.
yeah,
in Africa.
yeah, in India, yeah,
India, was
yeah.
it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this
And it
where
was-
Ryan gets Ghost in the Bushes from?
I don't know. But
Wasn't that Ghostbusters?
Probably that's where Ryan would get.
Ryan would fit in with Ghostbusters.
Far out. Oh, well, good on him.
But highly recommend watching that movie, man. Yeah, it's about building a train line in India, and like partway through, these lines end up just start attacking people. There was 2 of them, and they ended up like killing them. But after they'd killed countless men, and they actually found where they lived. It was in a cave, and the cave was just full of like dead human remains.
Yeah, it was strange. It was strange because they took everybody back to a cave in one spot and ate them there.
Oh.
Didn't leave anything.
Yeah. And they've got the lines in a museum in America. Dead, obviously.
What, in real life?
Taxidermy.
In real life.
Okay, so it's a true story.
Yeah, they hired professional hunters to come in and get them.
Yeah.
Sweet ass. All
Based
right.
on a true story.
Yeah.
I'll have to give it a go.
We'll have to like Google search the bloody actors.
Do a movie night.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, I haven't seen it. Let's do it. All right, well, there's the trivial stuff out the way. Speed round. It was speed round for a change.
It was.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Well done. Well done. So let's move on, Hainesy. Let's take it back to where it all began with hunting and we've talked plenty of times before about our love for the outdoors and where that sort of spawned from. So you can go back to where the outdoors love started for you or hunting, wherever you want to go from, man. So how did it all begin?
Mate, when I was a young kid, I was born in Cow, South Australia, and then my old man used to be a shearer, had his own shearing contract like down southeast.
Yep.
So we all moved from there when I was 3 from Cow, and basically, my grandpa was a professional fisherman, and all my uncles and that were like into their shooting and stuff like that. But when I moved down the southeast, I guess just catching up with shearers and just people off the farm and that, and doing culling and stuff like that. Basically, out of me 2 brothers, like we all enjoy shooting and stuff like that, but I took more to it out of us 3. And, just my grandpa and planted the seed in me, like through fishing, and he also did shooting as well, but not like on my level, but and then rabbit trapping as well. So I used to do heaps of rabbit trapping as a young kid.
Yeah, nice.
Get your fingers caught every now and then.
You just use a basic snare or a connoisseur trap or something?
The old, like the claw trap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you lay it out and put the newspaper over the top and then sprinkle a light dust of sand over it, like the same as the entrance of the hole.
Yep.
And then just belt your peg in and, they come out and bang. So I used to make mum pull over on the way to school and check the rabbit traps every morning.
Yeah, nice one.
First light, as you do as a kid. But
So you were late to school many times because you caught some
we
rabbits.
chased the school bus a couple of times, skinning and gutting rabbits so they stayed cool in the fridge at mum's work.
Yeah, nice. Oh, that sounds like a pretty cool childhood then. Just be out there all the time.
Yeah, we grew up 22 k's out of Padua, in between Padua and Mundalla. On a farm, had a couple acres there and 170 acres down the road. So, pretty spoiled as a young lad. So
it's all right. What was the first thing you shot?
Heck, I reckon it was a parrot with an air rifle. I reckon it was. Yeah.
A parrot.
Yeah,
A lot of young lads start with birds, I'd say.
Yeah, I reckon.
Certainly both of us did.
yeah, because
Air rifle.
when my old man first got us our air rifle as young lads growing up, being me 3 brothers thought it was fantastic. Went around, we shot heaps of stuff, right? And my old man kicked us all in the arse and said, made a pile of birds to shoot and a pile of birds not to shoot.
It's a good way to learn.
Because we were like snipers, mate. We were just nothing to say. Sitting inside, we'll hear a bird will be out there and the slug gun will be getting used.
Just hear that.
Yeah. Here. Oh, get the gun quick.
Yeah, wow. What a way to learn the lesson. Like not
A pile.
not
Yeah.
not pictures of the birds not to shoot. No, this is the pile you don't.
Well, it's funny because me and my 2 brothers are colourblind, so it's easy to show us than explain it. Don't shoot this coloured bird. Just shoot these ones. Like would have shot them all anyway.
Parrots are looking like pigeons.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But
So
we soon learn.
colour?
Just like shades of colours and that, like they get mixed up. So, with all that, like even like autumn and winter and that, like the difference between that's not much for me.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be a hard thing to live with, I reckon.
Yeah, I only see 2 colours in the rainbow,
Yeah.
yellow and blue.
Oh, wow.
Everyone's like, wow, rainbow. I'm like, oh, yeah, cool.
Yellow and blue.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That pink hunter's element topic got onto the docket.
She told me it wasn't.
Very good, mate. So, okay, birds, 22, air rifle.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of young lads start, I guess.
Yeah.
But how did you progress from there?
Jumped up to single shot 22. So that was like rabbits and kangaroos.
Yep.
Obviously, you can't shoot kangaroos at 22, but we did as kids.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't as regulated back then.
Yeah.
But just went to that, and basically, just shooting rabbits and stuff like that up the road, because Broadview Road where we grew up was all pretty long road and dirt road.
Yeah.
And there's always rabbits and stuff like that. So just walk around starting like that, get your eye in. Single shot. Open sights as well, no scope.
Yeah.
So we were all open sight shooters for quite a long time. But yeah, then we my old man never had a gun license, so we used to borrow guns and stuff like that growing up.
Yep.
And then we used to get double barrel 410 from a mate, shotgun, and also 2D3, and young Will had a 2D50.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2D50 is a good favourite of mine.
Yeah, it definitely
calibre.
is. Yeah.
Josh's old man's got one, which is Seiko
75.
75.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's still pretty much mint, and it's taken probably thousands of roos by now. Actually, the barrel probably should be replaced, but that's all right.
Sprays a few hits one next to it because there's that many of them.
Oh, look, no, it's beautiful. It's always bang on accurate.
Yeah, it's
just
still
feels, it's one of those really, it's going to sound a bit weird, but it just feels, even though it's not my rifle,
Yep.
it feels quite natural to hold, and it's almost like, it's actually really like warm and inviting. Yep. I'm trying to think of a better way to describe that, but
Just feels
describe
natural.
that.
You're not describing your missus, mate.
But yeah, anyway, I'll stop
Is it
waxing lyrical.
stainless? Is it a stainless one? Or?
No, it's blue.
Blue, yeah.
Blue. Yeah. So, and he's got a little Leopold scope on it, and I'm not a big fan of Leopold. I'm a not forced kind of guy, but it seems to shoot well. I think we've had it since I was about 14.
Yep.
So it's been going for a while, but Dad's always Dad taught me how to look after my firearms, and he's like installed that by doing the same thing. Not do as I say, not as I do. He's actually doing it as well.
Yeah, 100% showing you properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my old man was like, and same with my grandpa and all those guys like that, teaching us as young kids.
Yeah.
Gun safety, like even if it's not loaded, don't point at anyone.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, bolt up. Even don't even have it loaded when you're travelling or whatever.
Yeah.
So, from a young kid to even now, like I've never had a firearm discharge or anything stupid like that. So I'm pretty proud to say that just from that. But at the same time, I'm not, real super cautious or anal about that either. But I just do it naturally, I guess.
Yeah.
From a young kid, I've been doing it. So
it's muscle memory, you'd say.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like starting your car, getting in, jumping, start and go. It's just the same as that.
Yeah. Really, because there's some days where I'm trying to put the key in the ignition. You're like, it ain't going in.
That's too many gears, mate.
What, drink driving? Nah, never.
No, that's the best way to be with safety, that it's just so automatic.
Yep.
Just there all the time. We have a segment in our podcast when we don't have guests on called ND, or negligent discharge.
Yep.
And I've had one. I'm ashamed to say. Ryan's had one. Josh never in his entire army career or hunting time.
The thing is too, though, like people are going to make mistakes as well. Like there's excitement when if a deer runs out or whatever, and you're not quite used to that situation. You could accidentally or knock over or just let a bullet off. Like pull the trigger or flick your safety off, and in the motion of getting your gun up to your shoulder and pull the trigger. Anything, man. So. We're all human, so you can make mistakes.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
And that's one of those mistakes you can't afford to make if you're accidentally pointing at something.
In your defence, Caleb, actually, you indeed with my 22 that now you own, and
no, it wasn't. It was Couch's.
Yeah, sorry, Couch's
22 Magnum.
Which
I've got an update for. Actually, I've got an update.
just quickly,
Go.
I actually changed his trigger, his spring in that, and it's you can fart on this thing and it'll go off.
Yep.
Like
Righto.
you can actually slam fire. It's probably not too safe.
So he messaged me like not too long ago. It must have been when you did that to the spring.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, you know how you've been, claiming that D&D was your fault? Could have actually been the trigger."
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Because I'm like,
man.
I didn't even touch it. I shouldn't have been walking
I've
with
seen-
it loaded.
I've seen Couchy slam for it, man. So he's just worked the bolt and like how's the bolt and it's gone off. Yeah, I probably should have got a professional to do it to change the spring. But I went out and bought a Yo Dave because the 452 you can buy like Yo Dave spring kits just to replace, and it's quite simple to do. But there's 5 springs in a Yo Dave kit, and there's like a hard one, and then like a really, really, really light spring.
Yeah.
And I straight away just put the light spring in.
Yeah, everyone likes a light trigger.
Yeah.
Mine are all adjusted.
They are?
Yeah, as light as I can get them. Just back that grub screw on the front of the ticker off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I was going to say your ticker's nice, man.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice.
Yeah, I like it.
He's got a ticker 22.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, T1X.
Yeah. And it is ace. Very comfortable.
actually, you did ask me what I would get if I got another 22. I'd probably get that. I was
Really?
looking at them.
Factory 10 shot, like threaded semi-heavy barrel already.
Oh, there was, I can't remember how long ago, probably just before I bought my T3X actually. They were doing this Bunny Buster package and it came with everything. The T1X, just everything you'd want. And that's pretty much what I
ready
use
to go.
22s. Yeah, just ready to go. I was like, oh, do it. Oh.
It was quite cheap, wasn't it? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Hazy, yours is the laminate thumbhole?
Yeah, I put that Boyd stock on it.
Oh, you
Yep,
did?
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, so I bought that and put it on it. So, yeah.
So he's changed it and put a thumb hole, and it's comfortable.
It's comfortable as,
Yeah. Good
really
God.
nice to shoot. Because I was out last Friday night shooting rabbits with my brother, and yeah, she's just perfect. Yeah.
What do you want?
You found some rabbits to shoot?
Yeah, we found a few. There's only a few down there.
Do you do much else customization to your rifles other than the trigger jobs and maybe stock here or there? Or?
Just do a couple of stocks, yeah. I put on, you get your factory ticker rings. I take them off straight away. I learnt the hard way with that with my 3006 when I first got it. Basically, I was grouping it perfect, and then it would slowly just start to go away. It's like, what's going on here? And Milan at Fish Firearms, he's like, nah, mate, get rid of them. And I put the Leopold rings on there.
Yeah.
Changed my life, mate. Perfect. So, but like I was going to say before, I started off with, Leopold scopes and stuff like that as well, like the basics, like real basic kit. And I shot my first deer, like red stag with it.
Yep.
That whole setup like that. And, you can hunt with basic stuff, no dramas. Like, you don't have to have the best and greatest, but it is a lot easier with it.
Try convincing Josh of that.
Yeah.
He likes to throw money at things.
No, you got to remember, I started off with hand-me-downs from my dad's dad.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and then like I just progressed, but I progressed early because I guess the gap from like you starting to shoot me is a few years.
Oh, yeah, you got 10 years on me.
And then,
exactly.
Josh had started way before I did.
Yeah, because I like the Swarovski scopes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I really like the Swaros.
There's one thing that worries me about them, and I bought one for the Seiko
That's right.
and
You
didn't
did
put it
too.
on.
Yeah, you did too.
And I was worried about how tough they would be if you knocked them.
Yeah. Well, before I went for a hunt once, I had a dodgy sling on my gun, and I threw it on my shoulder, right, and I'm standing there, and I put my arm down my side, and my gun just slid straight off my shoulder and landed on a rock. The scope and everything.
Really?
Yeah, this is my 3006. And I'm like, oh, that hurt. Like, it was like dropping your newborn.
But worse.
Anyway, you know what I mean? Like, you're just about to go for a hunt.
Yeah.
You drop your gun and it goes, on a rock. And I'm just like, man, that's hit me scope and everything. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, I'm going anyway. Anyway, I was sitting there and I'm on this nice, beautiful gully actually looking down. There's a couple of roosters coming out. Nothing come out worth shooting. So, and I did see a fox come out. So I'm like, all right, I need to check the gun anyway. Yeah. And she was bang, straight on. So that was about
Really?
180 metres. Yeah.
Held at zero.
Held 0. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
I haven't
impressive.
even sighted in that gun for the last 5 years. That's the 3006.
Really?
Haven't touched it. Yeah.
That is a dream run.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I reload that my 06 as well, but same with the 300. I haven't touched it since January. I haven't checked it on paper.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she's still shooting. No
Yeah,
worries.
you're loading for both of them?
No, I'm shooting Remington core locks in the 300 win. That's the one I won.
Yeah.
And that thing shoots 10-cent piece group, no dramas.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's back up. You won a gun.
I won a rifle. I entered a raffle and I won a CR 300 Win Mag and $10 gun.
Wow. That's all right.
How many people entered into the
There's about 300 people.
Jeez, that's not bad. Yeah. One ticket?
I bought 2 tickets.
2.
So it cost me $20, but 1 ticket to win it. So
Yeah.
And I was actually sitting there kind of like we are now chatting, and the guy I was talking, he goes, "Oh, you got called up, you won first prize." I went, "Nah. No way." And he's like, "You got to go up." I'm like, "Okay." So I went up and he goes, "Yeah, well done, you won the first prize with a pick of the rifle." So I was like, "Sweet."
Bloody
Yeah,
hell.
that was from Narracourt Pumps.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you beauty.
Yeah. So
Hey, and that's from what, sorry?
Narracourt Pumps. So it's like a gun shop in Narracourt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
So those guys down there done a really good job and sorted me out with that. So
It's a nice rifle too.
yeah, it is.
Good
It's
God.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's an absolute weapon.
Yeah.
Shot a lot of deer in the rut this year.
Well, speaking of deer, how did you progress? So we've left off rabbits, roos, I'm assuming foxes as well.
Yeah, foxes as well.
In
Yeah.
the country. How'd you get onto deer? How old were you, and where'd the deer start?
The deer started when my old man, because he used to shear through a few shearing sheds and that throughout the southeast and the deer were pretty plentiful in 2005 and 2007.
Yep.
And a couple of places that he used to shear on, like, "Oh, do you want to come out for a shot with your boys?" So, yep, no drama. So we went out there and, I think I was about 12 or 13, and we're just spotlighting and culling deer for the farmers. So, like shooting heaps.
Yeah,
like big numbers of deer. So, and they just wanted them all gone back then. Kind of like what they do now. So, but yeah, so I eventuated as a spotlighter deer colour.
Yep.
And then 2013 did my first deer hunt / stalk. And I haven't really enjoyed spotlighting deer anymore since then.
So I guess, well, I mean, we started out spotlighting a fair bit as well. And we're in SA, so there is a lot of spotlighting that people do because you can.
Yeah, there's a lot of foxes and vermin, so it has to be done.
Yeah.
That's it. And it is actually good fun. Like, I still enjoy it. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the cool of the day and riding around on a ute.
It's because you get more things spotlighting because you're under a candle. There's no skill to it. It's just all trickery.
Look,
It is nice though, sitting in a ute and you got the light waving around and you got a bit of music going. And
The heater.
the heater for sure. Because it gets cold down there.
It's definitely not the same reward for effort, but it's fun.
Yep.
But
Well, 1 year I spent, I went pretty hard on the foxes, and I got to 99 for that year.
What?
By myself, this is. And I could not crack the 100 on Christmas morning. Like, I went out, I'm going to try and get it.
Man, that's dedication.
Well, the night before Christmas, should I say.
Yeah.
It was pretty early. Like,
How long
still
ago was
dark.
this?
It was about 4 years ago, I reckon.
yeah.
100. 4 years ago.
Nearly 100, I got 99.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, I got mates of mine that shoot way more than that, or even with their dogs, they go out and catch heaps more. But
Yeah.
I went pretty hard. Like, that's all night spotlighting.
Yeah.
So, and it's hard work, like doing the light and that, and then shooting out the window on your side by myself.
Yeah,
Because I built a custom 2D50.
Yeah.
For it. And I sold that to my younger brother, actually. He fell in love with it and he wanted it, so he goes, "I'm buying it."
That's not Jordan, is it?
No, it's Matt, my younger brother.
right.
Yeah. He's still got that gun now. Yeah. He's up where the camels and that are.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's even more impressive if you're out by yourself, working the light and shooting out the window.
And driving manual.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, when we go out, it's generally a driver and then two up. So someone working the spotlight up on the roof, and then you're sort of up on the roof, which is a better vantage point as it is.
Yeah.
We've never got anywhere near that.
Yeah,
I think probably in a night, all night. How many foxes do you reckon, Josh?
When I was young, I looked like 12 a night was pretty common, pretty easy to do.
Yep.
And then it just dwindled dramatically, actually. And we'd go out for typically like a 8-day hunt with my father when I was a kid, and we'd get 12 a night every night. But then, the numbers dwindled. Now we're sort of at, what, 2?
Yeah, but you
2,
got to
3.
remember there's a lot of baiting. People want it done quicker as well. Like lambing season come around, sheep are worth more, stuff like that. So they just, I did a job the other day where I had to get 1,500 dog baits. So I spent a night getting that and butchering it up and sent it in. They inject it with 1080. They're full on down there with it, like southeast and everywhere.
Really?
Fox baiting. Yeah.
I know they're airdropping them in Vic now on the national
exactly.
parks. Yeah.
The actual parks down the southeast, we're dumping them around the other day.
Right.
1080 baits, yeah.
Yeah, that just takes away the fun of spotlighting.
You do have a good night when you shoot a couple of dogs or something out of spotlight, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's fun. So then, so coming out of spotlighting, that's lost its appeal a bit, and then you're going on the stalk. So
deer stalk.
how have you progressed with that from early days to now, I guess?
From early days, I had no idea. I was just went out and winged it. Obviously you look at clips and stuff like that and speak to people, but I just got my gun and sighted in and went out. Like I sighted in the morning before I went out on my first hunt. And I remember I was with my wife's cousin and we were cruising through the bush and I found like fresh deer prints and I'm like, there's something going here. It's got to go off, super confident. And then I ended up going, I could smell him. I went into his, like a bedding area where he was. So he was just bedded up there. And then I look at the time and I'm like, we should probably get back out and go and help these guys because they shouldn't be too far away to set up camp and that. And I just powered through the bracken fern, headed this bit of a clearing, and I heard a red stag roar. And I'm like, heck, what the heck's that? Like, I didn't know what it was. And I binos up and I saw it and it was a big red stag.
Yeah.
And I shot him. And then when I went over there, he was a monster. So that's my first ever one that I did on that hunt and shot a deer. So
How big?
yeah, it was an 18-pointer.
See, now you've set the bar too high to overtake, mate.
I did.
Peaked early.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was pretty amazing, like, just to get out there and just to have that whole adrenaline rush and the experience of it. And then I've been hooked ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I got a question while we're on the deer topic.
Yeah.
What do you want to get that's left? Because you've got a fair few species of deer.
I would love a hog deer.
Hoggy.
And my actual dream deer would be a Sitka deer. Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I've heard of Sitka in
New Zealand.
NZ,
Yep.
but not here.
Yeah, no, there could be pen ones here,
Yeah.
but they're not wild here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd have to be a New Zealand trip or something like that, or fluke it in the field.
Yeah. We can help you with hog deer.
Yeah,
We can help you with hog deer.
We can actually.
go out and shoot some. Apparently they're small. I haven't seen one in the wild, so
They're tiny, man.
They are the smallest.
See Caleb's dog? His vicious attack dog? That's like a hog deer,
sausage
mate.
dog. We'll bring him out. He can sniff him out of the reeds.
Yes, they are the sausage dogs of the deer world.
Apparently they're good eating too. So
Look, out of all the deer that I've tasted, the best has still been red. And I've tasted fallow, red, rooster, hog deer. Haven't tried chittle. Chittle I've heard is quite porky, sort of like texture.
Chittle's nice.
It is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice, but like you say, I do love, because I eat so much of it, I do love a fallow. But when you shoot a nice red and cut it up and cry back it and let it go in the freezer for a couple of weeks, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Can't fault it. So
It's been my favourite so far, I think.
yeah, I haven't shot one. I'd love to shoot a hog deer, bleed it all out, do it on properly, and butcher it up myself because people like me mates over in Victoria and that, they rave about how good they are.
Yeah.
I have eaten a little bit of one once, but it was pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's light. It is ridiculously light flavour. And obviously it depends how you cook it, like naturally. But it certainly to me it wasn't meaty. I don't know. But it just was like,
Like a light flavour.
yeah, very
Yeah,
light.
I know what you mean.
Like your legs, not very meaty.
Yeah, pretty much, but good for walking.
Chicken legs. Very good. Well, it sounds like you're absolutely blessed with the properties you have access to.
Yep.
Have you travelled far and wide in Australia to hunt much?
I have. Yeah, I've been to Queensland.
Oh, yeah.
And WA as well.
Yeah.
So over in Queensland there, I had an opportunity to hunt reds and chittle over there.
Yeah.
Private properties. And yeah, shot 3 chittle stags and 1 red stag that trip.
Yep.
So
It's a good trip.
yeah, it was good. But that's me picking through animals. So
Yeah.
you know, see multiple animals, but as a hunter, you know, you got to kind of have an eye on look what you're looking for. So the first actual chittle I shot had 3 antlers. Yeah, so there was a real nice one standing with him.
Yep.
And I knew that the fellas that invited me up there had been managing these, like the numbers of deer there, and they wanted good quality in them. So I decided to take the 3 antler one because I knew he was a cull.
Yeah, yeah.
Over that other one, even though it was my first, it was hard, but I did it anyway. And yeah, so that was pretty cool up there. And then WA go chasing dogs and camels. Yeah.
Dogs and camels.
Yeah, wild dogs and camels. So.
Wild. I thought you meant chasing camels with dogs.
Oh, no. Chasing the dogs with the camels.
Yeah, yeah. Do you like camel?
Camel meat's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard it's all right. Yeah, I met a bloke through work who'd travelled a fair bit in the north of the state and then also through the NT, WA as well, I think. And yeah, he raved about it. So I'm keen to try it as well.
Yeah.
They're big bastards, aren't they?
They are big, yeah. When I actually cut the hump off of one, I grabbed it and then threw it off the camel and it landed with the hump up on the ground. I'm like, look, saltbush turtle. That was pretty funny.
You don't eat the hump? I haven't shot a camel.
Nah, the hump's all hard fat.
Hard fat.
Yeah, so it's like a reserve tank on it. The bigger the hump on the camel, the healthier it is, I reckon. So what I've seen with them anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, just to me, it was all fat.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it was all hard fat. There's no like bone or anything in there.
Yep, yep.
So I use quite a big knife just to cut a ring around it and cut through it and get it off.
Yep.
And then basically expose the back straps.
Yeah.
And they had like all marbling through them and everything. They were amazing.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Out there.
Yep. Out
Eating
there.
saltbush.
Yep. And going without water for days as well.
God.
Yeah, juicy. Oh man.
Do you ever get that feeling when you shot a new species, you just want to try a bit of it?
Yeah.
Like immediately. You just want to like cut into
Yeah.
it and then start cooking it.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
Got it out and basically cut a slab off and cooked it. Yeah.
You got to do it.
know,
I mean,
slab
if your
with
favourite
the
food
chainsaw.
is meat, just meat in general,
Well, when
then
you've-
you're going to
when-
try some meat,
When
aren't you?
you've driven 14 hours to the back corner of this place, it's like, man, you get pretty hungry.
As you would.
Yeah,
as
that's
you
a
would.
big place. Bloody hell.
And you know, to roll them over, like that's a job in itself, just to flip them over to get the other side off, like the legs and that off. So
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, but we basically minced up the legs, and then cut steak cuts out and then the back straps and cut them all in the steaks and put them in the freezer. So
Yep.
but
that
that's
sounds
beautiful
lovely.
eating. Oh, I definitely need to do a camel trip.
You did one last year, didn't you? You got out last
Yeah.
year? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing your Instagram. I was like,
Yeah, no, they're good fun, and they because they're so tasty, it's addictive.
Of
I
course.
reckon.
Of
It's like
course.
deer.
so with that, what's your favourite thing to hunt?
I would say deer. Just
Deer.
because they're more of a challenge than most species.
Yeah.
Camels aren't really much of a challenge because I haven't really seen too many people.
Yeah.
So you just flame and you drive up to it and look at it really.
Yeah.
Like I shot one with my bow quite a few years ago and it went 20 yards and fell over. And I was like, I didn't really know what to expect when I shot it. And she just walked off and fell over. Blood was pouring out both sides, like decent slit through it. So, and cut that up. Unreal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
For sure. So what's your take on camo when you're out? Because there's a few schools of thought, and some people say, you don't need camo. What do you reckon?
Hunter's element shit. That's what I reckon.
Well, I was out. We actually just arrived to this property. This is about 4 years ago.
Yep.
And I just chucked a camo shirt on and I had blue board shorts on. And I've walked over the hill with thongs on with my gun. And I'm glassing the flat and I didn't see anything. And then he goes, I'm just going to walk down here and look around the bush. I'm like, whatever. I'm going back to the car, like just chilling out. And then he's like, psst. And I turn around, he's like, get here, come over here. And I'm like, okay. So I walk down there, and on the flat, which part where we couldn't see, is a huge fallow buck, which you would have seen in Australian Deer Hunter Mag. I wrote an article in there.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm in board shorts when I shoot this deer. But
So
yeah,
the white legs didn't scare him off.
no, I'm surprised I didn't see it actually. But yeah, basically just stalked down just wearing that, and as long as you put yourself behind cover or but you can keep a visual on them just so you can see the heads bobbing around or whether they're going to look at you or whatever, or if they notice anything that looks out of character.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're pretty right.
Yeah.
But you want to try and match your environment. So
For sure. Yeah. Look, some people say, no, you don't need it at all. Look, I just like it because it's generally the gear you get is comfortable and you're happy to get a bit of blood and crap on it.
Well, when you go to work, you put a suit on or you put a work shirt on or whatever. I like to put my outfit on.
Puts you in the right frame of mind,
It
doesn't
does,
it?
mate. Yeah.
I'm here to hunt.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking last week a bit, and as we have in the podcast a fair bit actually, around what it's like when you go into town or go into a servo or whatever, and you're in your camo. Like, have you had some weird situations where you've been decked out and people are like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah, I was walking into BP and it's like, I'm just going to get a coffee and something, and I'm like, I forgot that I had fur on me and blood, and I'm standing there and I didn't realise, but there was like all fat on my shoulder too from where I carried out this fellow, and basically I was just like, look, I turn around, there's this girl looking at me, and I'm like, oh no, I'm in my camo, and I'm like, hang on. And I'm like, oh, there's blood and fur all over me. And I'm like, heck, I should have changed my shirt. Like, she's just looking at me like she's like not happy. But I was so tired and just wanted a coffee. And,
As you do. No, I was saying last week I nipped down to the pub and Ryan and myself were out last weekend just to get some celebratory beverages.
Yep.
And everyone's just looked me up and down like, who's this guy walking into the pub? And I changed out. I put this flannel shirt I've got on now on.
Yep.
And still people were just like, camo pants, boots.
Yeah.
They know what you're there for. So yeah, you get a few weird looks.
It's because South Australia's gone so popular and there's been lots of the poaching and stuff like that as well. They see you got camo and they just assume that you're up to no good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you go with talking to people about hunting? Because this is something we've discussed at length on the podcast about people's perceptions and any sort of stigmas that exist out there. Like,
I respect people's opinions that don't like it. But at the same time, like I don't see any issue talking about it at all to someone that doesn't like it because it's my passion. So if they don't like it, I just say, look, I won't tell you about it.
Yeah.
Don't ask me questions. They don't stop asking me questions. So it's like, I won't tell you if you don't ask me a question, but I'm still going to ask you questions about what you like doing and stuff like that. So
that's true.
You know what I mean? It's a self-preference of someone. Like if they want to go hunting or even, just taking their kids to shoot targets or something, there's no harm in that.
Yeah.
I think we've all sort of come to the conclusion that, look, if you're not forcing it on someone, a lot of people they find it so interesting because
100%.
They've never experienced it themselves. And there's a lot of people that are ignorant out there. A lot of people have just listened to media narrative on hunting and hunters. But quite often when you have a conversation and people don't think that I'm a hunter at all. Like in my job is the corporate world and like the first time I tell someone, they're shocked generally.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm pretty easygoing and pretty – I don't think I'm fancy. I'm pretty blokey.
No, you are. You're a walking book of contradictions, mate. Because you do like the finer things, and you turn your nose up at like doing it tough.
But I can go full bogan as well. So
you can go full.
I can
bogan.
switch between both worlds.
Yeah.
But maybe this is why I'm in such a conflict with myself at the moment. I don't know. But people are genuinely shocked. Just because they think a hunter acts and sounds and looks a certain way.
100%. Media puts an image on all us guys that hunt. Because, what was it the other day that got shot with an arrow? What was that?
Oh, hang on. I don't have the news. I don't have TV.
Oh, yes, right.
Sorry.
Well,
No, actually, Josh used to get all his news from Facebook, and now there's no news on Facebook, so he's screwed.
yeah, because his Wi-Fi burnt last week.
That's right.
I think I can't remember what it was, but like that there just straight away highlights that bow hunting's no good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But bow hunting's been around for before we even started walking.
Yeah.
You know what I
True.
mean? Like before guns and all that were made.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the old school.
Yeah.
So I've got no issue with bow hunting if you know how to use it.
So that's like Tassie's banned bow hunting. It's inhumane or something they put on it and they banned it. Having said that, you spoke about the media portrays. I was actually very surprised the other day because, South Aussie with Cozzy.
Yep.
He actually did a segment about going to gun ranges in South Australia and taking your kids. And he was for it. And he just plugged it, man. He was just like, yeah, do it. It's the best day you've ever had. Your
Like
kids
at a
will
gun
love
range.
it.
Yeah, like a gunnery, no?
Yeah.
Right.
So, and I didn't pick him
Yep.
for someone that would advocate for shooting.
Yeah. Well, I've taken out plenty of groups that like fathers and kids and that where they haven't done it before. But you set them up and have like a nice setting and show the dad obviously, and then he can and the kids and that at the same time. But then he can just watch over them, and they have the best day, mate. Shooting 22s right up until whatever they want to shoot, whatever the dad or the kid feels comfortable shooting. So
Even bows, this extends to bows
that's
as well.
right.
Yeah.
Well, bows is the same thing.
Yeah.
Basically, you get shown how to use it safely.
Yeah.
There's no issue with doing it. So, but yeah, I reckon it's something that people should actually learn to do because it's number one, it's dangerous, and number two, you can't take a bullet back.
Yeah.
But if you learn how to use it safely and correctly, it's quite fun.
Yeah. I think I've said this before, actually. My dad bought me an air rifle when I was young, when I was about 5, 6, and he looked at me and he said, you mess up once, you'll never get it back again.
Yeah.
And that was enough to install into me how I had to be with that rifle, and how safe and
100%.
Yeah.
It's like that when I got given a slingshot when I was a kid, and Dad had a bit of a party thing at home, and he's like, "You're not using the slingshot tonight, right?" Okay. Anyway, because there was other kids of my dad's mates and that, I'm like, I'll get my slingshot out. And we're out the back, and we used to have these power lines going down, like a little dragonfly thing that used to land on them and that. And we were out there picking up all the little rocks and that off the ground around whatever we could find, and we were shooting these dragonflies off the wires. And I gave one of the other kids a shot, and he's put it straight into the side of the shed. And the old man's come out, whack, grabbed that slingshot, never saw it again.
I think gave you a gun.
Yeah, he swapped it up for a nice gun. No, but like straight away, like disobeyed, so taken away. But
Yeah. And that's fair. That's what you got to be.
100%.
That's fair.
Having said that, I've got to mention that's quite impressive. Shooting dragonflies off the power lines with a slingshot.
We'll try to anyway.
Yeah, you guys are the sharpshooters and your mate. Just, no idea.
I think I shot maybe one bird successfully when I was a kid with my slingshot.
Yeah.
You're a hack, mate. Well, speaking of kids, Hainesy, do you get your kids involved with hunting?
Yeah, I do. Yep. I've taken them on numerous hunts. Yeah.
Beautiful. And they get around it?
They love it. Yeah. Yeah. Taking a few deer with them and stuff like that, and just explain to them why we do it.
Yep.
Sausages Dad's makes and stuff like that, steaks and stuff as well. This is where it comes from, like when they were littler.
Yep.
And, basically just showed them how to butcher it up and skin it, and showed them the skin, get it tanned, and they love it. Yeah, absolutely.
They like eating the meat too.
Love eating the meat, love the skins, and just being out there, and they see a deer, they get excited. There's a deer, Dad. There's a deer.
Yeah, you beauty. No, I haven't had my girls out yet, but I'm keen, and they've been around it long enough now.
Yep.
Like the same sort of things they understand where the meat comes from. They understand why we do it. They're still sort of a bit like, oh, Dad, why do you kill deer? Like, why do you have to kill them, sort of thing?
Yep.
But I think they'll sort of understand the more we speak around it, the more they're around it. Like Josh bought.
Our head. Yeah. Deer.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Josh brought that around the other night, the antlers, and they were here that night.
Awesome.
And they were just like, oh, wow, Dad. And then when they actually
Where's yours?
exactly. And sort of, I've always said to them, yeah, once I get one, it's going up on the wall.
Yep.
And,
Hang on, you've hit a hoggy buck, mate. So
all right.
yeah.
But
Oh, he's just gone straight to the other side. hasn't he?
That's what I mean. He likes the finer things he likes.
get out of it. No, I'm just the opposite end of the spectrum with you,
Yeah.
with a few things with you.
But
so-
like with the meat side and that and doing the whole breakdown and why we're doing it, there's with my girls as well, because farm based and farming background, I've explained to them about rabbits and with the permit, kangaroo culling and just pest control. So I explained to them that the deer are feral.
Yep.
Yes, I like to have some around, but the farmers don't really want many around at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I just explained that to the kids as well about the whole pest and feral side of it as well, so they know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
It's a fine line.
There is
Fine
a
line.
Well done. Yeah. So I think my girls are coming around to it. They're pretty keen and they're fascinated. Like they haven't watched a deer being butchered live, but they've watched videos of it and they're like, oh wow, they're keen. So
Yeah.
I'm
You
keen
probably
to get them in.
surprise yourself actually how well they will take it because it's you doing it. And then they can explain to their friends and their friends are like, wow, like being out there doing that. They don't really understand because they probably haven't even seen a video or anything of it, but like being the city girls. But my girls come out camping and fishing and all that and do all sorts of stuff that I do. So they've learnt from like even babies. Like we had them up in the Flinders like 6 weeks old, stuff like that, you know. So they've always been with us. We haven't stopped what we're doing. So
That's a good life, man.
yeah, it is. Teach them
Very
young.
good.
Like they collect sticks and light a fire and cook marshmallows and stuff like that themselves. So
Yeah. Now mine love all that sort of stuff. So I think it's a natural progression sort of thing.
it is. It all starts, mate, from you. So once you get them out, you'll probably be like, oh, hey, this is actually easier than what I thought. Should have done it 2 years ago.
That's the thing. I think I've just been too selfish. I just want the experience for myself for now. But I mean, that's the good thing about hunting. I mean, obviously you get out a fair bit. How do you balance that sort of home life and family and all that sort of stuff? Because it is a balance.
It is a good question because basically my wife knows that I'm from the farm and I need to get out, but if she's not happy, I won't go. Simple as that. Yep. So, yeah, she's pretty good. I have got a good one.
Nice.
Well, I'm out a fair bit, but no, my girls are really good as well in that, but they are starting to come into that age where they've got sport and all that, which is going to slow me down as well.
Yep.
But yeah, I do get out a lot.
What if their sport was hunting deer?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Slam dunk.
Yeah. I would have had 10 of them.
I'll tell you. I definitely understand that. Like, might have started Auskick footy this year, and they've done dance and whatever else.
Yep.
So, and I don't have them all the time either. I've only got them every second weekend. So, the opportunities are few and far between. But definitely keen to get them out there with us. They've come away camping and all that sort of gear, and they love fishing and all that sort of stuff. So,
Just pack your car. Make sure you got your uncle. And you got two of them. So
Yeah.
that's it. I just got to go. I just got to do it.
Take them down to the quarters, mate. You'd be laughing down there.
Just
Toilet, showers. We'll fill the meat room.
honestly, I think they're happy to shower less than I am, to be honest.
You said he likes all the essentials.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah, he even uses soap.
Oh, so good.
What soap?
Josh used to give me crap because
Takes his beard trimmer and groom it up.
It is quite mean.
no, I've had a bit of a trim recently. No, I used to take a fresh pair of jocks every day. So we'd go on a 10-day hunt.
Just turn them inside out, mate. You get 2 days. On the third, just take them off.
I've revised that now. Since we started backpack hunting, now I've just got one the whole time I'm out.
Yep.
So
And then one to go back in.
one to go back in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, perfect.
And one as a spare just in case you shoot yourself. Yeah. You got to plan for the worst.
you need that more than most people, Josh.
Just find a river and wash them.
Yeah. Upstream while mate's filling the water downstream.
This is
Pair
true.
of jocks go past. Dropped them. Can you grab them? I dropped them.
Well, while we're speaking a bit about gear, I've noticed in a few of your photos,
Yep.
are you hunting in Dunlop volleys?
I am.
Can you please explain?
Oh, mate.
Because you see on so many forums blokes banging on about boots like
Yep.
you wouldn't believe. Oh, what's the best boots? You know, oh, you got to spend this much, you know, $600 pairs of boots.
That's
And you're
right,
out in Dunlop
exactly.
Volleys, mate. So,
Well, the $20 for starters. And you don't care if as soon as they're worn out, you throw them in the bin and buy another pair. But they're quiet and they're comfortable. I love wearing them and you feel like you're wearing just bare feet.
yeah.
So, but I really enjoy hunting in volleys just for the quietness of it. Because I do get pretty close to animals.
Yep.
But yeah, just wear volleys. I always have. Last year when I was out on the rut hunt, I did have a pair of Ridgeline boots, and I lost them. They fell off the back of my ute. I put them up on the trailer and I drove off, and I just got home and I'm like, yep, unpacked everything, and then 2 days later I'm like, I'm going to go out for a local hunt, and I'm like, where's my boots?
Oh, mate,
Oh no.
And I was like, damn it. So I just went down and bought another pair of volleys.
that's fair. No, Josh has lost a few things off the tailgate before.
Yeah. $600 snow jacket. Not happy.
Oh, right, that ain't good.
Nah, it's not. It's not. And you get home and you generally, you know how you're so OCD with your hunting gear?
Yep.
And then you're like, where is it? And then you just almost talk yourself out that you've made a mistake and lost it. But, no, it happens. Yeah.
Oh, I can see they're nice and light. Your ankles getting they're all right.
What about wet feet?
Oh, if they get wet, they just stay wet. Yeah,
And your feet stay wet?
yeah, because I don't wear socks.
Yeah.
Just wear bare feet.
I did notice both these things when we were
Yeah, you said, look at your toes.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah,
They're
so
nice, light, quiet, and
light, quiet, and
cheap,
that.
and
So
there you go.
yeah, cheap, yeah. But I don't. Oh, I'll tell you a story about the rut. This is funny. I pulled up there. This is first night, and I basically set everything up, all good. And I put my shoes in front of the chair outside my door of the my little hut that I got. And in the morning, I woke up to go out for a hunt, and I come out and I'm like, where's my volleys? And I'm like, where's my boots? Everything was gone off the porch. Like a fox had taken them and eaten the laces off me volleys. And I'm like, what the heck? And it ate my boot, like the tags on your boot. Ate the tags off my boot as well. It was just weird. So
is this because you had a bit of blood and guts on them, or
nothing on them yet? Yeah. So
wow,
it was strange. Could have been blood had soaked into the laces from a previous hunt, but so did that. So I'm like, just had to double knot it on me volley on one of them just to wear them. And that when I got back from that morning hunt, I think I shot a red stag that morning. Basically just left them on until I was done and dusted, butchering all that up and stuff, and had it all in the meat room. And then I said to my brother, I've got to go and Keith and get some new laces. He's like, laces? What for? Fox ate me laces off. And
random.
And then it did it again. It ate the other pair that I just got.
You sure this wasn't your brother having a win?
Come on. If it was, I would have shot him. But
Next time I'm going to nick your volley.
I'll just go barefoot. Because I did think that. I think I have to go barefoot if this keeps happening. But my mate ended up coming down and he ended up shooting the fox near the meat room. And I'm like, beauty, won't happen anymore. And then it happened again. There was another fox that came. So we shot. I shot one, and my mate shot two. There was 3 foxes coming in the meat room. So, mongrels because it's all like the fly screen mesh, and it just blows through the wind blows through. So obviously, they're going to smell the meat, and they're coming up. Yeah, and just having to lend them my shoes.
How many kilos of meat you reckon that meat room's seen?
Oh heck,
God.
You could tell some stories, I reckon. Yeah, you could definitely tell some stories.
It's a nice little setup actually down there.
It is good.
Very nice,
Yeah,
man.
it is good. It's been all freshly done up, so
Cozy and
got the fire pit and the swing on, swing off barbecue, and sleeps about 15 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That swing on, swing off barbecue hot plate is it's a bomb.
it's good.
It's
isn't it?
ace.
Yeah,
It's
my mate
perfect.
makes them. Yeah, he custom makes them himself. So
Oh, really? Yeah.
it's a one-off purchase, mate. You can't wear it out. It's all solid 5mm plate, and Yeah, it's really good.
Very worth it, actually.
Beauty.
I did cook some meat behind the eyeballs of a deer. Don't ever do that. Tastes like crap.
That was terrible.
Oh, because you put a poll up, and then I never saw anything else after that. So
Well, you didn't want to see the outcome of that.
Yeah, no. It was like eating a block of wax.
Oh, you've kept that quiet. All right. Well, thanks. I'll remember that for future reference.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't know how Stephen Ranella does it, mate. Oh my god.
You're a clown. But what about the business attire, Hainesy? What do you roll with in terms of your camo gear? Do you have any one you use in particular?
At the moment, I'm running Spiker gear, which is the Byra, the new stuff,
Yeah.
and that's been fantastic. Yeah,
Okay.
so that's a new favourite of mine at the moment.
Yeah.
I was wearing the Hunter's Element gear.
Yeah.
And then this opportunity came up to try out this stuff, and I've actually really enjoyed it. It's comfy as well.
Yep.
And the pattern, like you would have seen the pattern on me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've been sneaking right up onto stuff that's I've been well hidden. So yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, nice.
But it's like anything with like what you wear. Like you can, like we said before, if you're not moving or if you're not in the open, you're not going to get seen, right? If you hide yourself well enough, you should be pretty good.
Yeah.
But this stuff here, like even walking direct straight line, like I've tested it on an animal with a background of a tree.
Yeah.
They don't even move. Like they just keep looking at you, seeing what's that coming, and then
Yep.
you're right on it. So
And you cover up your face a fair bit as
face
well?
veil. Yeah, wear
Yeah,
a face veil.
Yep.
Yeah, and a hat. So
Beauty.
yeah, if in the real cold winter mornings I wear gloves, but like real slimline gloves. But I haven't really needed gloves too much down there because I get hot pretty quick.
Mm.
Yeah,
You run hot?
Run
the same.
hot, mate.
Yeah, I run hot.
With that, what's the one thing, the one item of gear that you like have to have or recommend to have?
as a hunter, I never used to hunt with binos, but ever since I got would have been 3 years into my stalking career, I got a pair of binos. Changed my life.
Yeah.
Like you might see with your eyes a deer on the edge of a bush. You raise your binos up and look, you can see through the bush. You might see 10 more behind it. And that's what happened to me on occasion when I first got them, my first hunt. I'm like, there's a deer. I test out my binos, bang, there's actually 14 there. And I was like flipping out. And I took a buck out of that group of does and shot a nice buck. So,
Yeah.
it's because you could see in deeper and through stuff. Like it's hard to explain unless you do it.
Yeah.
You know, you can see heaps, like a lot more is hidden that you don't see without binos.
What binos are you running?
I'm just running Leopolds, BX
Leopolds?
for the guide hunters.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, the saying with binos is let your eyes do the walking. Save your legs.
Exactly. And if you got a gun that can fly, let it fly.
That's it. Oh, very good. Now, something I want to ask you about is how you find the difference between bow hunting and hunting with a rifle.
Yeah.
Bow hunting's a challenge. Rifle hunting for me, I've shot plenty of deer with a gun, but you can't change your passion, right? I love gun shooting. I love shooting animals, and I don't always shoot what I see. Like I see a lot of deer, and I have to like it to want to take it. So if I'm shooting stuff that I want, not because I need to get a photo or whatever, you know what I mean? Like a lot of social media will put a picture on you saying, "Oh, why'd you shoot that?" As to where I'm just going to go, "That's a beautiful animal. I want that," or "I want the skin," or "I need meat for a mate." He might have sent me a text saying, "Get me a deer." You know what I mean? So I'm just going to take whatever I see in the next hour or so. But so basically, difference between hunting with a gun and a bow, like you got to be close enough with a bow to put a humane shot on an animal.
Yep.
And then you also got to be good enough with your bow to do the right shot placement. So, last weekend or the weekend just gone, I picked up my bow just for something different, just to challenge myself as well.
Yeah. Mix it up.
Yeah, mix it up a bit. So, and I actually did pull off a couple of successful stalks on a couple of deer, so that was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
Does it feel more of a primal thing with a bow? Like, because it's not, this technology and whatever. It's a bit more,
Yeah, I know what you mean. It feels a bit like it's different, but for me, hunting's hunting. I guess because I've shot plenty of deer with a gun, and bow hunting is definitely you got to be good at what you're doing with a bow. So I guess I guess, yeah, you've got to step it up. You definitely got to know what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah, next level.
Yeah, it's next level.
You'd have to have a lot of confidence in your gear as well with the bow.
Yeah,
a projectile
patience.
can, most projectiles can do some form of damage pretty
100%.
easily. So.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like if you shoot, like I'm shooting the nap time arrows, and they're really good. Like they're holding up really nice. At the moment, I put my feelers out there for a different type of broadhead. Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to work that out now as well because I don't want animals, running off and stuff like that. So I want them done and dusted pretty quick with a bow. Mm-hmm. So that as many bow hunters know, like you got to hit it in the right spot too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So same with a gun, you got to hit it in the right spot with a rifle too. But because you got the shock impact and also the projectile impact with a rifle, it's not going to go far. Mm-hmm. But with a bow, and it's just cutting straight through flesh and bone, she's just going to keep going straight through it. But and the animal needs to bleed out. But you just got to trust your gear and be confident at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But with I don't know. I love both of it.
Yeah.
Hunting's hunting at the end of the day.
Hunting's hunting, but with a bow, it's definitely got to get close.
Yeah, yeah.
30, 35 metres off of a deer, your heart rate's up, everything's up. So you got to control that. You got to pull it back and just have that. Yeah, you're looking through the sights of a bow at a deer that close. You're in a different zone.
Yeah, up close and personal.
A lot of bow hunters will probably hear this and they'll be like, "Yep, they're in that zone." It's just like as soon as you release that arrow and you see it go straight through, you're in business.
Yeah, nice.
It's just I guess it's a lot more rewarding too than a gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So that next progression, spotlighting, day stalking, and then bow hunting.
Well, and then knifing. No.
Well, I've heard a lot of bow hunters talking about, the compound bow, and then they've sort of got to a level with that, and they're like, what's the next challenge after that?
Recurve.
Yeah, then they go to the recurve just for that next level of challenge. So there does seem to be like this crazy progression.
Should start a next one. Next level's like tomahawk throwing. Getting a kill with a tomahawk.
Or
blowpipe.
What's that?
blowpipe.
Yeah.
What's that fella with the spear in the trees?
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
That's nuts. That is. There's another dude in the States that uses a cannon. He sets up basically like a baiting system for pigs, and he sets up a cannon. And he tries and whacks pigs, and it's like he makes these steel
Instant
darts
cooked
and
pork.
stuff. Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous, but successful.
Oh, you get the whole lot.
Yeah.
Gee, there's a couple of nice balls in there. Don't worry about it.
That's something that I've got to just mention. You took a pig last year in the southeast of South Australia. What?
How? What are they doing that far over?
Oh, they've got to be introduced, I guess. There is a Water Valley Game Park around there, which has probably had pigs come in and stuff like that. So, and they're just escapees, mate.
See, I reckon if I lived down there and I had access to someone with pigs in Vic and a pig trap, I'd be that dude. Trap them and then truck them over by the trailer and be like, grow my little ones.
When I saw that, I was like, far out, this is pretty cool. And then I rang up the farm. He's like, nah, haven't had pigs here for 30 years. So I ring my brother and he's like, I haven't got any pigs. No one in the area's got pigs. And he's like, shoot it. So I'm like, it's getting away because it was travelling down the fence going away from me. So it's like, it's going further. I need to get it. It's going to kill it all. He's like, yeah, go and get it. So basically I bolted and I had to run down this fence line, and then I set my camera up on the post and because I got it all on film.
Yeah.
And then jumped over the fence and laid down the paddock, bang, 180 metres.
Yeah.
That was the 30.06. But yeah, she was good. Massive pig too, like big boar.
Yeah, it looks pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. That's a story in itself, to be honest. A pig in the southeast, yeah. Bloody hell.
Well, a mate of mine seen him along the Salt Creek Road there in the Coorong.
Really?
Yeah, he's seen a couple of sows and a heap of piglets. Yeah, that was only maybe last year or the year before. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Let's hope they're moving in, not for the farmers, but for the shooters.
They'd get smoked by colours and the chopper and that pretty quick. But yeah, Parks and Wildlife are onto those things pretty heavily.
Bloody hell.
Which is a pity.
It is. Chopper culls. Not keen on them.
All right. Hainesy, this is something we ask all our guests. And you're blessed with some amazing opportunities in our own state. But if you could hunt anywhere in the world, what would your destination be, and what would the species be? Like
Canada.
your dream hunt.
Canada elk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Why's that?
Oh, they're just awesome.
Yeah,
The shape of them, the size of them, that bugle.
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, I'm the same. I want to go for elk. Maybe not. I've said Montana, not Canada, but look, elk.
Do a horse backpack trip.
Oh,
Yeah.
Montana.
yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, backcountry. Bears.
Yeah.
the whole
That'd be
lot.
awesome.
I got to ask one thing, because I know you like shooting the old redcoats,
Yep.
and I want to plant the seed. Would you consider a wolf hunt?
That would be cool.
Yes.
I'd love that.
Like, what's with you trying to convert everyone to
nah.
wolf hunts?
See, I originally wanted to go to Canada and had this plan of elk and and bear
Yeah.
and things like that. And then over social media, watching people, like it's just so prestigious and hard to get a wolf. And I'm like, yeah, look,
Yeah.
I'm not going to pass up elk, but a fox, a wolf, yeah.
You seen that reel on Instagram where that black wolf walks over the side of the road and then walks across the road? You seen that one?
yeah.
Oh, mate, one of them. Be
Boom.
awesome. Bang. Even if you had your handgun in the car, because you can there.
Drive by,
Do a drive-by.
mag dump.
Chuck him in the back seat.
Do you want to eat it? Do you want to eat a wolf as well?
I'll give it a go.
You'd have to try it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give it a go.
Like with the camel theory, like you've
Yep.
got some meat, try it. So,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
We shot some wild horses once and we ate them and they were awesome, mate. They were really nice.
Yeah.
Look, I'd try anything.
Yeah. You can only
Mate.
try something once.
True. If you don't like it, you don't like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I just shoot a horse once, a pet horse. It was
Bugger.
actually quite difficult.
Yeah,
So my mate
would've
tied
been.
it to a stick, like to try and keep it like
You're
tied
putting
up.
it down.
And yeah,
Just-
we had to
just
put
to
it down with
clarify
a stick,
for people.
And I didn't shoot.
Yeah, it wasn't
Shot a pet horse.
Just walked in.
Wasn't a pony ride day that went wrong.
Yeah. But it naturally spooked and lifted its head and lifted the branch up, and then just wigged out and started bolting.
Heck,
Yeah.
that ain't cool.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we've got an excavator bucket 2 meters to the left. I'm like, why didn't you tie it to the damn excavator bucket, mate?
Far out.
That's all right. Catchy, listen to this. It's your fault. It was pretty blind, pretty lame.
Old was he?
Reasonably, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sick, but
Sweet as.
wild horses in SA.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just like top end of it, SA. So
Oh, right.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get around.
Chainsaw jobby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a few guys up NT, camels and horses and donkeys.
Cut
They
'em
use
up.
chainsaws. Yeah.
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 Well, you'll see me on a knife. I'm not too bad.
Yeah. You're very good, actually. Yeah. I picked up quite a few tips from you, to be perfectly honest. He taught me this thing where, so he was just doing a rear hind quarter, and just the way he's got the knife and just peeling the skin back, and it's almost like you're pulling the meat one way and then letting the blade just run along it, and just that little trick of sort of pulling that
it's
leg a
easy.
certain way, it just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's less work on you and let the knife do all the work, especially if it's sharp.
Oh, that's it. Sharp knife. Can't beat that.
Yeah.
You would have cringed seeing Ryan and me, Ryan and myself last weekend. You know what? We got the job done. We got some meat vac sealed.
Look fun though.
It's the main thing. Yeah.
As long as you had fun,
Look,
meat's in the
fun.
bag, happy days.
Beats being at work. We're out doing what we love. So I think we've reached the point in the night where we can say thanks for coming on. Is there any questions you've got for us or anyone you want to plug?
It's all good, all good. If you want to see me more on Instagram or whatever, Hainesy0307, have a
Jump
look.
on that.
Yeah.
Check them out, listeners. If you want to see some pictures of deer, we'll find plenty.
If you want to see an abundance of deer, jump on.
If you want to see what I enjoy doing, it's all on there.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's the thing, eh? Like, it's something you love doing. It really comes across. I can see it in your face when you talk about what you love doing. So it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. Josh, you got any comments?
Yeah, the way you talk, mate, and the work that you do is outstanding. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's admirable, to be honest. It's something that
Yeah, it's a fine line between like farmers wanting stuff cold and then going out and hunting meat as well. Because when I do my meat culls, I'm bringing home tons and tons of meat, and there's a lot of offloading. So people are always taking meat and stuff like that, then, banging out heaps of sausages and heaps of mince and steaks and stuff like that. So
it's a great feeling though, isn't it?
it is. It's very satisfying.
Yeah.
Hate wastage.
I was able to do that this week. Give a guy at work some deer,
Some meat.
some venison,
Or some
settle
proper
down.
meat. Some proper meat.
some venison. And he was really appreciative of it. And I'm like, well, that's an awesome feeling to be able to do something you love doing, and then give something away to someone else and see
it's
their
even
face.
better when you see family sitting there enjoying it too.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because you brought it home. You've done it all.
Yeah. It's definitely got to be rewarding, man. And thank you for the hours and hours of content, man. Oh, I love it, actually.
Oh, it's fascinating, especially the trail cam stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
that white deer, that white fallow.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I actually went back through your page today just to look at that white fallow.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Like,
amazing.
I didn't even shoot any deer that day, but I was seeing probably 50, 60 deer that morning.
Bloody hell.
And just sitting there watching them, that was unreal.
Yeah.
They're so beautiful, and on that place there, the farmer's not too fussed about what I do with them, so I just manage them. And
yeah.
I gotta just say this is all free range as well. So
free range.
it's not high fence for the listeners. It's all free range deer.
all
Which
wild.
just makes it even more astounding.
Well, you don't know what you're going to see. Like, you might see one deer one day, and the next day you won't see it again. You know what I mean? Like, or you could spook it, and it's just going to run off because there's no fences. It's all free range property, farmland, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a good balance, I think, on your page, Hainesy, in that it's not all just, trophy stags or, what you've shot. There's a lot of just deer appreciation on there as well. There's a lot of trail cam footage, seeing them do some funny stuff or, you're just taking pictures of them in the distance, like doing the thing. So you can see you've got a real affinity for deer and a love for them and a respect and an appreciation.
Oh, I do love
that really comes through, man. It's good to see. So.
Yeah, no, cheers for that. I do love watching them and seeing them. Like, without them, like, you go for a walk and see nothing. Like, you'd be like, okay, this is just like what? You might also go down the beach and hold hands with your wife or something.
Ain't nothing like that.
But you do that anyway. But you know what I mean? Like, without them there, like, we got to give them the thanks and that as well. Like, I really appreciate the animal.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I love me photography on them too.
Yep.
I'm not real good with the camera, but I try my best. So,
Hey, look.
As long as you're giving it a crack, and look, it comes through that you love doing what you're doing. So that's the main thing, I reckon. So I think at this point, mate, we've got a little gift for you.
Yeah.
Just to say thank you for coming on the podcast.
no dramas.
So this is something we've spent a fair bit of time drinking on the the podcast, is the old Galway pipe. So there's a bottle of it for you, mate. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
And I think we can wrap up now. And yeah, man,
Let's
it's
do it.
been a pleasure.
No dramas. Thanks for everyone.
you.
Thanks for the listeners.
What do we got next week?
Our topic next week is MIA,
MIA.
missing in action,
Let's do it.
which is quite relevant because this is the
Ryan.
second week running, no Ryan. So tune in next week for MIA.
Will Ryan making an appearance or it's not an appearance, but yeah.
We don't know. Hainesy, it's been a pleasure, mate. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Thanks,
Catch you
buddy.
guys. See you next week.
Catch you later. G'day, dude and dudettes. Josh here. Do you find it hard to keep your long, hard barrels free from gun STDs? Maybe you need a clean out of your bore. If this is you, jump on over to highcaliber.com.au and use the promo code SENDITMATE to receive a 10% discount on all your gun cleaning needs. And remember, it's sexy to support Australian-made products. Everyone here at Send It Mate uses High Caliber, and we can promise you that it'll keep your firearms free from those pesky gun STDs.